compliment of the season to you watching. I pray that the love, the joy, and the peace that come with the season finds its full expression in your life. So, once again, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. So, quickly, guys, we are going to be learning how to cut this beautiful three-quarter palazzo wide leg jumpsuit. If this one is the one you're interested in, please sit right back, relax, and continue watching. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a huge thumbs up. After folding it into two, the next thing is to get the length of the lower part of the jumpsuit. So you mean that from the half waist length, which is 17. So I place the 17 inches on this edge, and then I get the length that I want. And the length for this three-quarter is 46 inches plus 2 inches in around, and that's 48 inches. So I mark the length all the way, and then I connect them. So from here to here, I have the length for the lower part of the jumpsuit. And please note that to get the width of your fold like so, what you're going to be doing is the hip divided by 4 plus about 10 to 11 inches extra. That's the total of this from here to here, okay? So just do the hip divided by 4 plus about 10 to 11 inches extra. Next, we're going to be getting the length of the crotch. The actual crotch length for this person is 11 inches. But because this is a jumpsuit and a free one at that, I'm not going to be using the exact 11 inches, okay? I'm going to be adding an extra 2 inches to that crotch length. This is because I want it as free as possible on the crotch area. I don't want to have any tightness on that crotch area, okay? And next, I'm going to be marking 6 inches away from this edge. I'm going to be marking 6 inches all the way from here like so. So I have from here to here to be 6 inches, and we're going to know the reason why I did that as we progress. Next, I'm going to be marking the hip line. So I continue with my placement on the 17 inches mark, and the shoulder to the hip for this person is 27 inches. So I have this as the hip line. Next, I'm going to be getting the crotch extension, which is the hip measurement divided by 4. Then you divide whatever you get further by another 4, okay? So what I mean is this, the hip for this person is 42 inches. You divide it by 4, you get 10.5, right? So for that 10.5, you further divide it into 4, okay? To give us about 2.875. But I'm going to be converting it to 3 inches because it's a jumpsuit and we want it to be as free as possible. So on this crotch length, I mark the crotch extension, which is 3 inches approximately, okay? That's from here to here. So with that being done, I'm going to be having my crotch curved out. Watch how I curve my crotch so lightly. I didn't curve it, it's not so deep like so. If you do this, you're going to be having some kind of tightness on the crotch area, and you know, the V shape is going to be obvious and we do not want that at all. So that is why I slightly curve it like so. So now we have that sorted out. We come back to the waist measure. We come back to the waist area. We're going to be dividing the waist measurement by 4 plus the same allowance of about half to 1 inch. So the waist here is 30 inches. Divided by 4 is going to give us 7.5 plus half inch. We're going to be having 8 inches. Then come to the hip line and do the same thing. The hip measurement divided by 4 plus hip allowance, and the hip divided by 4 is 10.5 plus half an inch will give us 11 inches. At the crotch area, whatever we have here, we bring it down to the crotch area. So we have a scale of 11 from here to here, and we're going to be doing the same at this crotch area. That's from here to here. We should mark out 11 inches as well. This part down here, this crotch extension, we're going to be marking it all the way down from here. Okay, so let's do that. Remember, we have from here to 3 inches, so we're going to be marking the 3 inches all the way like so. After doing that, we come back here and measure out what we have from this hip measurement here to this crotch extension, which is 14 inches. So we come down to this point. And at the jumpsuit length, we take out the 2 inches that we added for the fold edge allowance. Please take note of that. You just mark that out, because that is where you are going to be starting your actual measurement at the length of the jumpsuit. So at this actual length of the jumpsuit, we measure out the 14 inches from this crotch extension to this point, you have 14 inches. Okay, so we are going to be getting the half of this 14 inches, which is 7 inches. So we mark out the 7 inches at this midpoint like so. So because this is the 3/4 palazzo jumpsuit, we are going to be working on the palazzo effect of the jumpsuit now. So at this extra space that we have here, we are going to be connecting from this point back to the crotch area. This is why we have all these spaces left here. So from here, we connect. You see that? And remember, we have here to be 3 inches. From here to here to be 3 inches, if you measure. Remember that? So we come to this other side. Remember, our 14 inches started from here to this point, right? So from this beginning of this 14 inches, we mark another 3 inches, just like we have from here to here. So we mark an extra 3 inches. Okay? So from these 3 inches, we connect back to the hip line. And then we connect from the hip line to the waist. So this is what we have. This is what the shape of the front part of the 3/4 palazzo jumpsuit looks like. So I'm going to be cutting out what we have here and then towards the cutting of the back. So I'm going to use this to cut the back. So I get the front and then I place it over like so. I come to this crotch area and then I extend it outward and downward like this. And you see it is not straight like this. Make sure it is slanted and then you measure out 3.5 inches. So I come over to the waist area and then I extend it by 1.5 inch at the waist side outward like this, and then I extend the length of the waist like so, and then I mark an extra 1.5 inch upward. So to further explain what I just did, at this waist area I just extended it outward by 1.5 and further extended it upward by another 1.5. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting this one to the crotch, and then I connect this one back to the waist. And then coming over to this other side, I also come out by 3 inches that we added to the front, and then I connect back to the crotch. And then I extend like so. So this is basically what we're going to be doing to the back, and then we cut along. Please note that you're not cutting from this one, you're cutting from the 1.5 inches extension. That's where you start your cutting. So this is what the back looks like. So this is basically how to go about the cutting of the lower part of this 3/4 palazzo jumpsuit.
You for